Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to Friday the 29th of April. It's like 52 degrees out here right now. There's dark clouds out there. It's supposed to be 0% chance of rain for quite a while here. Not until late this afternoon. We're kind of hoping that'll even change. I see blue patches out there. That's a good sign. Dang, Friday. And it's sunny out and 52. Sunny and 52. Do you guys remember we had an MDX? We had to remind ourselves this morning. Because it'll supposed like a rain. We're going to drive her for the first time in quite a while, actually. Seems like it's been a bit. That's always nice to drive that thing. It's amazing how green everything is. And it's not even done. Look how many of these trees haven't even, some of them haven't even started to fill out. It's gonna, look how many of them horses are down out there, Mom. It's a chill morning. A little farmhouse hanging out. He looks out at his backyard and looks right down at that Cowlitz River. Oh, it's so nice. All these dark clouds floating here and there. It's not like this thing is spotlessly clean. Definitely been in that buzzard. Look at the size of that thing. Holy moly. Don't come out back out here again. Yep. And there's got to be a train. Nice. Oh, there's a police officer up here, Mama. I don't know what the heck's going on today, but we're wedge fit in here today.
Yep.
That's crazy. Well, Mama, we have made it to Friday.
We have it that.
Heck yeah. Let's get in there and get her going, I reckon, huh?
All right, sounds like a plan.
All righty. I'll see you as the day goes on.
Sounds good.
Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you, babe.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Got some Beamer stuff today. But check this out. I would refer to that as the urban assault vehicle, not the Urban GS. Reason being, he's got street-oriented tires on there, tail tidy on the rear, so that just null and voids any off-road riding. They ain't gonna stop you, but you're gonna get messy. And got a nice skid plate underneath there. He's got a guard on his oil cooler, which I find those things, if you run a temperature gauge on those things, it actually makes them run a few degrees hotter. And you can beat them things with rocks and everything else and never hurt one. So I just leave them open. But anyway, yeah, I can just see ripping down sidewalks on the back wheel, turn everything off, and just go absolutely ballistic on this thing. How cool is that? And I always forget until I sit on one, I go, wow, forget how tall they are. Plus, he's got a little higher profile option 719 seat on there, too. And just from riding down the hill, that thing feels crazy, crazy comfortable. Exhaust and everything's still stock. There he is. That thing will live forever and turn into something good to eat. She'll live a long, long, healthy life. Welcome to today's test ride. I've got a Spyder I gotta go through too. Guys going to Alaska. Wants me to give her a once over. Urban GS, what a perfect name. Especially the way this guy's got this one set up. I mean, that's so appropriate. More kind of a street version of a regular Urban GS, which is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I can scoot around the dirt just as much with these tires on here as what I would with whatever. You're not going to do anything serious on one of these. Don't fool yourself. It's like somebody, oh yeah, right up there they're racing around. I think it was that Cadillac and what is that behind it? An Audi? BMW? Something. I think it's a BMW. think that BMW, I guess it is a 5 Series, so maybe it could, I don't know. Cadillac's pretty quick. Ooh, I got my pit vents open on this climb. Oh, mighty, that's cool. Oh, look, we got a guy down here with his door open. Oh, did we have ourselves a little bumpy? Oh, yeah. So much for that Tesla crash avoidance. My Acura would flip out over something like that. That thing will put you through the windshield. I mean, you wear safety belts because, well, you have to, legally. And why wouldn't you? It's like, why wouldn't you wear your helmet when you're riding a motorcycle? But, yeah, if you didn't, you'd have a hard time holding on to that steering wheel. That thing is seeing something it hasn't liked before and goes, you're about to crash. Of course, it was a reality thing too. It was actually the car telling me I wasn't stopping fast enough. It says, you're an idiot, you're about to hit the back of this truck. That's weird, as hard as that thing brakes, and I mean insanely hard. There's just no way that car can brake that hard. I've never heard, you know how even on a motorcycle, when you're in one of those events, you know, you get the chirping, you hear the ABS pulsing, and you hear the of the tires, you know. I ain't never heard a squall one out of that thing. Look at that Nissan. That thing, Nissan, what you guys up to? That is cool looking. Nissan can make some of the most hideously ugly cars. It's all subjective, but I'll just say to Kelly and I anyway, that right there is smoking hot. The ultimate Ultima. Love myself an Urban GS. It's sad there's a 40 years version, but it's not a true Urban GS. It's a scrambler with the with the little number plate thing. They used them when they were racing or whatever, you know. Not much room for a number plate, but it has that look, you know, like the old XRs and all that stuff. But at any rate, it's just a scrambler made to look like an Urban GS. It even still has a scrambler exhaust on it, which is really super nice, which, by the way, is really nice to work with. I had to, so they bring me the parts down here. You know how I tell you guys you should always go through your checklist list, which I always do. And so they bring me down part. I got oil filters, sealing washers, you know, all the stuff for an annual service, brake fluid for doing the brake flush. And so, you know, I get the thing up in the air, and you gotta pull his fancy dancy skid pan off of there to get the, you know, the oil drain and the oil filter out of this thing. So I have it up in the air, and I go, well, while it's here, let's go ahead and yard arm that rear wheel off, because this is the old style where the bevel gear's on the right. Diff, for you guys that don't know what I'm talking about, because we still call them diffs. You got some diff oil for that BMW? You say that in the BMW class, a tool will get thrown at you. That's a bevel gear, it's not a differential. Jeez, we know this. It's just kind of one of those things that customers always call it that, we call it that. It's just, no, it's not a differential. At any rate, so we got to pull the wheel off, you know, because the fillet, you fill it from the inside, not the outside or the rear like you do the newer ones. Look at that. Away from a sporty sport guy. Same way I get the thing off, I drain the bevel gear. Well, I don't have the sealing washer for the fill plug. And I don't know, that washer, it was probably reusable. It's up high, you know, it's not under pressure. But it had like some pitting in it, like whoever changed it last had some dirt on the fill bolt or whatever. I have no idea. So anyway, I got my little stash, so I stole one of my top secret little stash copper sealing washers for the fill bolt. The O-ring's fine, and it even says only replace the O-ring if needed, but they always have us replace the fill plug washer. I don't have it. I don't have time to go run back upstairs. I have one, you know. I still got about 4 or 5 of them brand new. So I put that on, get it all done, and so I'm about ready to do tire pressures. And one thing I didn't do, that was the one that got me. The one thing I didn't do was check the smokes while I was in the air. Look at that traffic up there. We're gonna forego the alley run, which would be perfect for the Urban GS to go ripping down through an alley. Can I turn off the traction control? Oh, you know what? I can't on this one. That's a different package. But anyway, I get the thing down, and I'm going, not valves or anything on this. He doesn't have enough miles. Let's just look at the service checklist. You know, these things are generated by BMW. They go, this is what it needs now, you know, based on time and miles. So I see transmission oil change, and I go, oh yeah, I guess you do that on the first annual, regardless of miles, you know. So I go, so where's my tranny oil, where's my fill sealing washer, and my drain sealing washer? Oh, almost went a spot too late. Yeah, there's nothing there. And it takes a quart of that gear oil, Hypoy gear oil, or a liter, and oh wow. So I'm looking through the check sheet further, and I'm going, where's the rear bevel gear oil change? There isn't one. They got mixed up and got me the parts for doing the bevel gear, not the transmission. So he got himself a nice fresh bevel gear oil swap at no charge. Well, that's not the end of it. So, you know, I do tire pressure. I did all that stuff when I was in the air. Then I'm going, I get everything done. All I have left to do is like ding around, check the spokes, because I didn't do that while I was in the air, which this is where the kicker is. All the front spokes fine, all the rear spokes fine. I'm probably 3 or 4 spokes from the last spoke on the left hand side, which means the nipples on the inside on the right. I'm literally 3 or 4 spokes from the last one. Everything's ding, 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 ding. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Got one loose spoke, like crazy loose spoke. Well, guess what you can't get to from the right hand side because the bevel gear's in the way. It's the, God almighty. What they do is they race through our parking lot avoiding traffic lights. And there's a perfect example of it. Anyway, I had to take the wheel back off because I couldn't get to that spoke nipple. You ought to see how many Kawasaki's we got. I mean, there is a massive stack of them downstairs too. That Kawasaki is not messing around. Somebody forgot to tell them there's a, you know, chip shortage, parts shortage, whatever you want to call it. Kawasaki don't know anything about that. They just keep pummeling the bikes to us. Alright, Urban GS, you were very wonderful. And I had to take that rear wheel off twice because the nipples, you know how they're on the inside. You can see them, you just can't get to them. So you can see them plain as day on this side. Well, alright, that's fun. There's one thing I've learned over the last, how many years has it been? Good Lord. 14 years? 14 years of the Spyders? They like to be ridden, and they like to be ridden a lot. And they like to be serviced when they need to be serviced using OEM stuff. Here, this thing, it is going on its 3rd Alaskan trip. And he's in here for an inspection. There is nothing. We did the oil in it last year, And he hasn't gone on any trip since he's had that oil change, so it's just got a few hundred miles on it, so the oil's good. But, I mean, the bike is perfect. Look at the fault code list. There is none. Almost 60,000 miles. And he goes all over half acres with this thing. He never has any problem. It has the original belt on it. And he's got one little nick they got in towards the center of it. It was one of the little teeth. That was, I don't know, 30,000 miles ago. He's been riding it that way ever since. He just built that rack for the back. Yeah, nothing's wrong with it. It's got an absolute clean bill of health. It needs nothing. Rear tire on it's new. I think we did that last year too. Last time he was in. I think he was just in part of the tire and he had us change the oil while we were there and just give her a good look over. Amazing. They love to be ridden. All these, it's only been serviced here and it's only had BRP stuff put in it. That's it. OEM, everything, even the tires. Crazy. They like to be ridden. Well, Mama, the moment we get out of work, the spring sprackles start showing up. Why, Mama? Why?
These are the questions I ask myself.
Let's head on north. Well, hello there, YouTube. Thought we'd get out here and do a quick goodbye before the rain came.
No, the rain came.
Yeah, it's coming. Sasha's gonna be painted against the wall here in a minute. And he just don't care. None of the other dogs care.
No.
It's literally Sasha's the only one that worries about the rain.
I don't like to get wet.
Yeah, she's down there pawing her face. It's getting on me, Mama.
I'm melting.
It's touching me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was fun. That R9T was a lot of fun. On the way home, the service writer calls me up and he's going, is that cart everything for that Spyder, that 2012? And I go, yeah. He goes, he's here to pick it up.
Oh.
God, it had one little special tool that it's not for a Spyder, but I used it to hold a lateral support thing out of the way. And I was going to use it to on a BMW to swap the key thing. Anyway, glad I took that thing out. I'd lost a tool that I've had for probably about 40 years or better.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been good.
Yeah, it was just a fluke thing that I pulled that thing out. But anyway, it's a good day. It's a good week.
Yeah.
Got lots done this week.
It was a very
There's like
busy week.
9 million Kawasaki sitting out in that parking lot. I don't know how many trucks that was.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Somebody needs to let Kawasaki know there's a supply shortage, I guess. Huh?
Yep.
I don't know what's the deal. Hey.
What set you all off?
Anyway, on that we will roll.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Saturday or Sunday.
Heck yeah. All right.
All right.
Let's get ourselves and the girls out of the rain.
Yes.
All right. See you guys tomorrow.
See you then.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.